Richard Wolff, I've been suggesting for the last couple of weeks that there were just too many incentives to get nothing here, and that nothing was a very likely outcome under the circumstance. The president has successfully portrayed himself as the reasonable man, willing to make compromises that were very painful for him, and in the end, he doesn't have to make any painful compromises at all because John Boehner walks out, the deal's blown up, and there's the president, the last man standing, asking to be perceived as the reasonable man. I think he's won that perception. How does it look to you?
Yeah, you know, the White House, by the way, it's very cynical and also turns out quite realistic of you to think like the way. The White House has planned this out for many months, not just weeks here. First of all, they wanted to do the deal. They wanted to be reasonable, not just look reasonable. They wanted to reach out and find the common ground and deal with deficits because it's the right thing to do. But in the event of failure, which they kind of suspected would happen, this was the most favorable outcome for them, which is to test the proposition that Republicans have laid out that they were the serious party about deficits, to see whether they could actually have any kind of leadership, be responsible. There's one more hoop for them to jump through in terms of responsibility, of course, because we do still have this whole debt ceiling crisis to get through. But yes, in terms of being the grown-up in the room, he's there. If the deal had gone through, I would argue that actually being the grown-up in the room doesn't help you because irresponsible children know that there's always someone to bail them out. And in this case, the collapse of the bigger deal actually in some short term, and it is just a short term aspect, helps the president. Long term, of course, it hurts all of us.
David Corn.